Alma recruited an all-star team to go on a mission to the Zoramites. The Zoramites had kicked the poor out of their synagogues because of their poverty. Those same Zoramites would stand on the Rameumptom once per week and praise their own amazingness. And then the rest of the week, they ignored God. These self-righteous individuals did not want to learn God's word, but the poor sought out Alma, asking how they could worship God when they weren't allowed in the church building. Alma taught that we should not limit our worship to God to what happens at church on Sundays. As Latter-day Saints, we need to be everyday saints. Alma encouraged his listeners to be humble and open to experimenting with God's word. Alma compared the word to a seed. When you plant a seed and nourish it, the seed becomes a tree that can give fruit. If we use God's word to guide how we live, the positive changes that come into our life will strengthen our faith in God. As with growing trees, growing one's faith requires patience and diligence. Alma also reminded them that Zenas taught us to pray to God in all places. This is a simple thing, but simple things can save us. Like when Moses asked the Israelites to look at the raised serpent. Unfortunately, many would not, and they perished. Sometimes we forget to do the easy things that will save us. Amulek then taught that the law of Moses was pointing to Christ's atonement, and that his atonement would fulfill that law. Amulek also mentioned prayer, and he encouraged his listeners to pray everywhere, though sometimes we should just pray in our hearts. Those who believed went to live with the people of Ammon. Some had chosen to go there freely, and some had been kicked out by the other Zoramites. The remaining Zoramites were spiteful, and they wrote to the Ammonites, telling them to not help the Zoramite converts who had come to them seeking help. But the people of Ammon would not be stopped. When they insisted on helping the refugees, the vengeful Zoramites started to collaborate with the Lamanites on a plan to attack the people of Ammon. The people of Ammon were moved to Melech so that the Nephite army could set up camp in Jershon in preparation for an attack from the combined Lamanite-Zoramite army.